know y'all are sick of me. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Where the hell have you been, girl? What are we doing? What are we doing? Hey guys! Happy Thursday. It is May 29th, 2025. So I'm on my break. I just figured, you know what, let me pick up my camera. Let me vlog. Let me give y'all some love. Show you that I'm still here, that I care, and that we still cousins, y'all. It's just been a lot in preparations for this move. For those of you who don't know, I am moving out of Seattle, Washington, to a different state, of course. And I'm staying with a relative, so it's a little harder for me to like do content and stuff like that. So it's just a minor setback for a major comeback, y'all, you know. But I wanted to give y'all something, so here we are. Today, my daughter, she has to do a sleep test for sleep apnea. She may have it, don't know for sure, which is why we're doing a sleep test. So after my shift is over, we got to check in at the hospital by 7 p.m. and then we're going to stay overnight. They're going to hook her up to these machines so they can, you know, read her body while she sleeps, figure out what's going on. Because when she's sleeping, she stops breathing. It's very scary. I barely get any sleep because I'm watching her. So if there's any mothers or anybody out there who's dealing with sleep apnea with their children, please comment down below and let me know, you know, what are some things that you do to kind of help comfort them throughout the night and, you know, keep their airways open while they're sleeping. Normally I just like change her position, so I'll either sit her up, turn her on her side. Sometimes I just nudge her and then she'll like do like that and like, you know, breathe again. So hopefully once we do this, we'll be able to figure out what exactly is going on, figure out treatment and things like that. She may need her tonsils removed. She may have like some not nasal blockage, you know, like we'll be able to figure out what to do before we make this move and get, you know, referrals and everything sent to where we're moving to so she can get the proper care. So it's just been a lot, guys. But other than that, we're all doing good. I did post some clips. Me and Noah went to the Kendrick Lamar concert. I was going to do a video, y'all. My phone broke, so I do have a new phone. Let me know if this quality is better. But yeah, so there's that video because I was definitely editing that and getting ready to upload, and my phone, like the whole screen was cracked and my phone wouldn't turn back on, so I had to get a new phone. But the Kendrick Lamar concert was amazing. We had a great time. My son had a great time. Seattle was one of the latest shows. It did pour down rain. The rain was so intense, you guys. Like the workers there, they like, you seen them like mopping and sweeping the rain off the stage. From a lot of the reviews I seen from his show, they were saying he starts on time at 7 on the dot. But this Seattle show, he started at like 8:30 because of the rain. DJ Mustard didn't go on probably till about 7:30 because of the rain and like his equipment and stuff. So it was a lot, but the show was so good even with the rain. Like we did not care. My son had a really great like experience. So now I have a concert buddy. So once we move to this state, because Seattle doesn't really get, like, we get Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and like stuff like that, but they don't come as often, you know, like they do to where we're moving to. So where we're moving to, we'll be able to do a lot more concerts. We'll be able to go to a basketball game because there's no basketball team here in Seattle no more. We'll be able to do a lot of stuff. So it's going to be fun content for y'all. A lot of family vlogs. I've been in the gym. Well, let me stop lying. I haven't been as consistent because, y'all, I've been so busy, like work, and then where I'm staying at now is a lot farther than where, like, my apartment. So once I get off work, I pick up the kids. I be so tired. I don't feel like doing anything but laying down and going to bed. But then, you know, we got homework and things like that, getting the kids ready for bed, getting ready for the next day. So I haven't been in the gym like that, but I have been going, but just not as consistent as I used to, if that makes, I'm sure that makes sense. But so I will check back in with y'all once I'm off of work and get my baby together, y'all. Guys, so we are in Seattle. Yeah, we're in Seattle, but we are at her, we're going to space. Okay, back up. And her blanket fell. No, can you stop? Stop, Journey. You're pushing the wrong one. Don't do that. Wait, I'll tell you which one, okay? I'm not trying to get lost in here. It was a mess getting here because I never been on this side of town before. 3. Okay, let's see if we can find your blanket. Okay, let's see. There it is right there. All right, grab your blanket. You're welcome. Yep, it was an accident, okay?
I told.
Here you go. Are you excited? We're going to space.
No.
Yeah, we are.
It's taking so long.
Okay, because we had to get your blanket. Come on, this way.
Going up.
Okay, press number 3.
Number 3. Here?
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Ashley, she'll be
Okay.
in just a second.
Okay.
You guys can just go ahead and start your dinner if you want. It's just right here. This is
Okay.
your room here.
Oh, look, Journey.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Look at the
welcome. Have a good
bed.
night.
You too. You guys can see we're in our room. It's very cute. Like, look at that bed. That's a big bed.
Mom, I'm not going to space.
Yeah, we are.
No.
Why not? We are going to space. So we got us some Chick-fil-A. Close it. We got us some Chick-fil-A. Then we're going to put our pajamas off, and then we're going to take off. Because we're going to space. So I'm going to check back in with you guys. I'm just ready for this day to be over.
Everything go home.
Yeah.
Everything rest house.
And she said we should be done at around 6 a.m. So, yeah. Turn water off. Turn it off. She said we should be done at around 6 a.m. So, I'll check back in with you guys once we get our pajamas on and in the bed. And then I'll kind of show you guys some footage like of her sleep and them connecting and everything like that before we take off. Okay?
Head at the top.
No.
What is it for?
So how do you feel about going into space?
My turn.
There you go. So how do you feel about going into space?
We say aliens.
You gonna see the aliens?
Yeah. In space. Maybe in trouble.
Ooh. They're about to come and hook us up so we can go on this adventure. We're ready for bed. We ate. We brushed our teeth, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just wait for her to come, the lady to come back in, and then hopefully I'm able to try and record.
This is going to go on your finger. These are going to go on your head. This is going to go on your neck. This is going to see how you're snoring during the night.
Morning, y'all. It's a new day, y'all. I was supposed to record last night, but it was a lot with the sleep test. We did good all up until it was time to put everything on. I didn't even have time to pull my camera out, and she was just very she didn't like when the lady brought the wires in to hook her up. Like, she had to put wires on her head, the side, on her temples, her throat, her heart. Over her chest was like a monitor, and then on her legs and on her foot. When she seen all those wires, she panicked, and she had a full-blown episode. So, you know, I had to be mommy, and, you know, I forgot about the camera. Like, my main thing was to calm her down, get the wires on, get her in bed, and we, you know, start the whole process. So I wasn't able to record that like I wanted to, but it is what it is. That's mom life for you. So yeah, I don't have footage of that, so I'm so sorry, but I can definitely explain to you guys the process, and then what the she's not a doctor, but what the, I guess, nurse, what she told me, the sleep test nurse, what she told me. She came in with the wires. Journey freaked out and panicked. I had to calm her down, sit next to her. As the lady, like, she had this white paste. She was putting, like, she started with her chest first. So she took this white paste and put it on. Journey was taking them off as she was putting them on. So the lady had to re-put it on. I had to hold Journey's arms down. Once we got to the head part is when it was a disaster. She had to mark her head, and Journey's very tender-headed. So that was, it was a lot, you know, trying to calm her down, because the lady's like marking her head, but she's not going hard. Journey's just really extra tender-headed, y'all. So she had to put the markings on her head. Like, she had a marking in the middle, on the sides, in the back, and then right here behind her ears, and then right here, there's a marking here and here and here. Once we got those on, then she had to put like a cap on her. I had to call it her astronaut hat so she could calm down a little bit. So it was like a knitted like cap she had to put over her head, and then another cap on top of that to just hold the wires in place while she sleep. So we had to turn all electronics off, so I couldn't even be on my phone. So in order for her to go to sleep, because they're monitoring like how long it takes her to go to sleep, and, you know, when she finally goes to sleep, what her body's doing and stuff like that. So no TV, no phones. I told her a story, a bedtime story, and then she fell asleep. Like, about 15 minutes she was asleep. She was once she was asleep, everything was okay. I had to like turn her on her back, reposition her, because the doctor was like, you know, she can lay every which way, but I do want to get her on her back so that way I can see how her, you know, she's doing her breathing while she's laying flat. So once she fell asleep, I gave it about 15-20 minutes of her sleeping on her side, and then I positioned her laying flat on her back. So she went to bed, I want to say 9:45ish. At around 11:12, the nurse came back in and was like, okay, I'm gonna have to sit her up because I see that she's having problems, difficulties breathing. So they brought like this stiff, like it's like a cushion, but it's like very stiff. So to support her while she sits up. So we did that, and we had to, of course, wake her up. So when she woke up, she started freaking out a little bit. She was trying to, oh, and there was also things in her nose, so they can monitor like her breathing out of her nose. So she kept constantly, like when she would wake up, like she would randomly wake up and then try and pull those out, and I would have to put them back in, or the nurse, like as soon as she pulled it out, the nurse would come in like, oh no, we have to put it back in. So that was another thing. Once she sat up, she was breathing a lot better, and she was sleeping like this, like with her head back but sitting up. So she was breathing a lot better. And so when the nurse came in and assisted with that, the nurse did tell me that this is one of the worst cases I've seen for sleep apnea. Like, she has sleep apnea for sure. So I was like, okay, great. We at least now confirm. I know it was sleep apnea because of the symptoms and how she is during, while she sleeps. So I'm glad to get a medical opinion, a medical staff opinion on it, and an expert's opinion on it. So we got woken up at around 6 a.m. And she was like, okay, all done. Everything's good. I'm going to expedite everything because, again, this is a severe case of sleep apnea. And we want to hurry up and get her we want to get our results sent over so that you can schedule her to get her tonsils removed. So she said it's going to take a couple of days. So next week, her primary care should have those results. And then I should be able to schedule her within a week or two to get her tonsils removed. So before we leave, fingers crossed, before we leave, she'll be able to at least get that done. So when we get down there, she's going to have to get retested, do another sleep test so they can make sure that it's improved. If it does not improve, then she'll probably need the machine. The lady, she did say this morning that I wanted to just go ahead and recommend her the machine, but I noticed her tonsils are enlarged. Like, her tonsils are very large. So I know that's possibly the cause of why she's sleeping like this. So we're going to do one process of elimination after another. So we're going to go ahead and get her set up for her tonsil removal. We got to wait 6 weeks to do another sleep test to see if that changes. If that changed anything, if that did change anything, great. Then she don't need them. I pray my baby don't need no machine to sleep, you guys. I hope this tonsil removal fixes everything. I know she's like very congested. Her nasal congestion is really bad. So that's going to be another thing we have to work on, because I know that will help her too. So just pray for Journey, y'all. Pray emojis for Journey down below, but she'll definitely be okay for sure. It's just a lot. So since I didn't get no footage, I thought I'd just come on here because I'm like, dang, I didn't record for y'all, but y'all understand. If y'all don't, then I don't care. So today she's with her dad. And I'll see her when I get off of work. And that's really about much it. I don't have anything else going on, so I will see y'all in the next video. Again, I apologize about not being consistent with the uploads. It's just a lot, y'all. I mean, a mama too, trying to figure everything out, and then this move, and then living situation. very stressful. And then trying to stay healthy, be in the gym, it's just a lot. Like, picking up a camera is really like the last thing on my mind, being honest. So once we move, it's going to be a lot more content. I am going to film, like, well, getting on the plane and saying goodbyes, going away parties and stuff like that. But other than that, I probably won't be as, uploading often until next month. So thank y'all so much for understanding. Thank y'all so much for still supporting me. Thank y'all so much for the comments. Thank y'all so much. I do appreciate it. And until next time.